Hello everyone. Students, we were going through the chapter friction. In this chapter, today our topic is the types of friction. So you are already familiar with all these type of frictions, that is the sliding friction, rolling friction, fluid friction, limiting friction also you know, static friction also you know, right? And today we will read one new topic, that is the dynamic friction. So actually this dynamic friction is also not new. The name of the sliding friction, another name of the sliding friction is the dynamic friction. Because dynamic friction means what? When the, see here it is I have written that when the body got the steady motion. Okay. When after the limiting friction, when the body got the steady motion. So that friction in which the body got the steady motion, that is known as the dynamic friction. So it is also not a new thing. Okay, now let we discuss all the frictions one by one. Now let we take one example to understand the static friction. Suppose this is the box, and this box is we are applying some force on this box, and by applying the force we are trying to pull it. Okay, and this is the surface over which it is placed. So we will see that when we are applying some force, this box is initially the box will not be displaced. Again we will increase the force and then again push it. We will see again that this force is not increasing, and slowly as we will increase our force, applied force, we will see that value of the force of friction is also increasing, means it is not going to be displaced. So this is the reason that this forces means this static friction. Static friction is also known as the self-adjusting friction. Understood? How we will prove this one? We can put here a spring balance, and in this spring balance we can see that how much force we are applying. And by the spring balance we can also the increased amount of the force we can observe. Understood? And by we can see that how this force is also as we are increasing the applied force, how this friction is also increasing. Understood? So this value is known as the static friction, up to which the box is not going to be displaced. That value is known as the static friction. And when the body is just going to be displaced, when we are pulling, and at that limit at which the box is just going to be start its motion, that motion or that value of force is known as the limiting friction. Understood? And before limiting friction, the value which we can see by that spring balance, that is known as the static friction. Okay, so static friction and limiting friction is clear. Now the rolling friction or the sliding friction. Rolling friction means this rolling friction we cannot see in this type of boxes. For rolling friction we have to take some another body in which the body can roll, like cylinder, ball, etc. So we can see observe the value of the sliding force here. Now when the box has already started its motion, and that time the value of the applied force, we will see that it is slowly decreasing, and after some time it is becoming a constant value. After that it will not, neither it will increase nor decrease. So that constant amount of the force is known as the what? That is the dynamic friction. That value is known as the dynamic friction. Okay, now you can see that their figure will come in this way. See, this is the force of friction. You can see this is force of friction this side in the graph paper. This side is known as the force of friction. This side, it is that by this x-axis we have denoted, this is the applied force. This is the applied force. This is the force of friction, and this side is applied force. applied force, this side. So here in the graph you can see what that is. This is the value of the static friction, because static friction started from 0 and it is initially it is slowly increases. So this is the value of the static friction. And why this static friction is known as the self-adjusting, that also you know. So this is a self-adjusting stage, means when the friction, we are increasing the applied force, the friction is also increasing. So this value, this portion is known as the self-adjusting. After that, the body started to be displaced. So this higher position where the body has just started its motion, that portion, this is known as the limiting friction. This value is the limiting friction. Maximum values, so you can see that this line is at the maximum height. After that, you can see that body has adapted one steady line, means this line is neither it is increasing nor decreasing, means it is in a steady state. So this portion where the body gains a steady value, that value is known as that friction is known as the dynamic friction. So dynamic friction is what? See, here I have written the force of friction which comes into play when a body is in a state of steady motion over the surface of another body is called the kinetic friction or the dynamic friction. Both are the same, kinetic or the dynamic. Means dynamic, you know the name, what is the meaning of kinetic? Kinetic means when the body is in the motion, that is known as the kinetic. Okay. So here all things I have cleared to you, that is the limiting, static, dynamic, and the limiting static friction. Limiting static friction, it is the same as the static limiting friction. Why it is said limiting static friction? Because after the static friction, means the last amount of the static friction after which the body has started to move, that value is known as the limiting static friction. That's why it is written limiting static friction. See, this is the limiting friction, and this value is only the limiting static friction also. Understood?